you go. You did.
All right. Okay, cool. We've got recordings. So, all right. Great to see familiar names on here. Appreciate you guys coming back for this AMA. You're going to have to apologize, or excuse me, I apologize. My voice is still, this coronavirus is still hammering me. So, first off, welcome. We've got a few updates to share real quick. Let's see here from Dark Horse. So this home run V2 contract migration is obviously going to bring on stability and cross chain bridging, which we didn't have before. So basically, all users who will be on the V2 will be able to basically transact on the Ethereum mainnet, Binance's mainnet, Polygon's mainnet. This is also in preparation for Home Run's future NFT platform. I know that's something we haven't discussed in the future, but it has been something that is been on the back burner. So we'll actually probably be releasing a first view of our NFT. I just had the designer send over some test runs. Anyway, I don't want to get too much into detail on that because again, that's not on the roadmap. It's just something that we have had in the back of our mind that we figured we had a little bit of extra, I don't want to call it downtime, but time while they were testing out the new V2 migration. So that being said, essentially, let me just go through here. So essentially right now, they're almost finished and ready to run the contract via Truffle to the test net, during which it'll be hit with many test market trades to confirm stability. So it'll actually hit with basically they'll, from my understanding, they'll hit it with a bunch of bot trades to make sure that this V2 is able to handle, millions in volume versus a short amount of volume that we saw on the day one and day two trading. I think we were hitting 400,000 on our trading volume. So this will help stabilize that and allow us to have many millions of transactions without having any lag or slowdown. If any adjustments need to be made over the next few days, they can easily make these changes instead of pausing trading on a live network. Additionally, they are also coding in better security measure and the ability to pause and halt trading on the mainnet via the admin wallet if we suspect any illegal botting or if there needs to be an update made. And essentially, updates are a thing. So this is a good measure where we didn't have that in the previous contract. So they're essentially thinking ahead. So with Ethereum, they're going to be coming out with basically a newer version of Ethereum. They say it's up to 10 years out, but anyways, but where PancakeSwap had like the version 1, the V1, V2. Sorry, let me get this light adjusted so I'm not so dark for you guys. Anyways, where PancakeSwap a little while ago did the V1 to the V2, we apparently would not have been able to make that adjustment or that upgrade. So now this new contract is going to allow for that. So anytime Polygon makes an upgrade, PancakeSwap moves to a V3, Uniswap moves to a V3, we'll be able to still manually update that, which is fantastic. Basically allows for the home run token to last for many years to come for each prospective chain when those chains update. So anyway, everything's looking good on their end. They're just working busy to get that done. So this, just so you guys are aware, not many of the tokens out there are able to cross chain or trade across chains like this. It's several contracts they have to do, and then the contracts have to speak to each other. Give you an idea, I mean, tokens range anywhere from, depending on the complexity of a token, and you can get them anywhere from $1,000 on up to, I've seen them as high as 12,000. I actually had to pay 50,000 for this to be able to do a cross chain. So we're literally putting a ton of money into this to make sure that it's obviously the longevity of it, not to mention, like say PancakeSwap, I don't remember what the exact number is, but I believe it's 24-hour volume of roughly 300 million, 384 million, somewhere around there. And Uniswap has something similar. So now we're able to essentially gather double the volume that we potentially had before. And we are still working on the Solana aspect because I know Maddie was interested in that. So I'll ask about that. Anyway, so that's the update for that. Obviously, guys, I mean, we'll just straight up admit, I mean, there was mistakes made on the first and second contract. It's a very difficult situation trying to find blockchain developers. I'm just going to be just completely transparent with you. It's not like you can go Google that, you get a bunch of crap. And so it's extremely tough to find good developers, number one. Number two, it's extremely tough to find good developers who are willing to dox themselves. Where our team is fully doxed, that's something that is important to us. I know one of the developers I had spoke with, they go by just a screen name, and they have references of obviously great tokens that they've done. One of them's in the top 10 right now. That being said, they're not willing to dox themselves. They like to stay off the record, and that's been almost consistently every developer I've spoke with, and that's not something that doesn't jive well with me, especially where our whole team's doxed. Obviously, you run into the problem. For example, the previous developer, I asked them for a refund, and they came absolutely unglued, said good luck finding us. So you can vet these guys as much as you want, as much as you can, and unfortunately that's just something you run into. So we're going to take full responsibility. Obviously, we're the ones that hired those guys. We run businesses well, we run real estate well. We're entering in the blockchain space. I have experience in the blockchain space since 2017. That being said, 99% of people who have experience in the blockchain space, it's a whole new ballgame, trading versus creating a token, interviewing developers, things like that. So I know a lot of people can say what they want about it, but it is what it is. We're fixing the problem. And again, we're going for the longevity of this project. So we've paid the big bucks, brought out the big guns. I mean, this, again, I can't express how much, if you do the research with this company, I mean, they're out there working with the US government, the FBI, they're creating contracts, creating tokens, and then breaking them, trying to figure out how to hack them with the FBI. I mean, these guys, seriously, their track record's phenomenal. I've known them since 2017. I don't know. I guess it never struck me as something to reach out to them to see if they would be able to do a token. I'm glad I did, because they really stepped up and fit us in for this. It's not something that they generally offer as one of their services, but it's something that they're obviously well versed in. I've shared the developers different licensing and different education certificates, which again, with these other developers not being doxed, it's really difficult to do. So I think we've taken a bad situation, done the best we can. Trading will resume as soon as this V2 migration is ready to go, but it's going to be killer. We're going to have an awesome token that's going to be traded across multiple platforms. It's going to be already set up for NFTs. It's already going to be set up for the future possibility of a V3 with PancakeSwap or a V3 with Uniswap. Not our token, but PancakeSwap version 3, Uniswap version 3. So anyways, I think at this point, I mean, it's kind of just a short AMA today. I just wanted to kind of give you guys an update. I know the company and I had spoken about, Dark Horse Intelligence and I had spoken about having a PDF out that next day. That was talking. I probably should have been more careful about, giving things back to you guys, giving information back to you that I haven't solidified. So that being said, I'm really not worried about the PDF. I know you guys are. They should hopefully have something for us soon, especially for an addition to add to our white paper. But I'm more concerned about them getting the code written and tested. So they're going to be doing, roughly 2 weeks of testing with bots and different things. And they're going to be really running this contract through the ringer. So anyways, I think we'll probably open it up to questions. You guys have a chat down at the bottom of your screen. If you guys want to just type them in there, that's easiest. So that way I can scroll up and see them. When will the updates be made to the white paper and website? As soon as they give them to me. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about that. I'm more concerned about them getting the contract written and start testing it. I mean, not only do we have to test it on a Binance smart chain, but now we have to test it on Ethereum smart chain. We also have to test it out on Polygon as well as Solana if we end up adding that. So a lot of testing we do. To be honest with you, I'm not trying to be rude. I just really don't care about making an update to the white paper as being the first priority, because I feel like this token and getting it properly working and properly up and going on the different swaps, I think that's the most important thing right now. So as soon as we feel like we're in a position where we're not taking away time from the development process, I'll get those guys to get the update for that. Any other questions? I know we got 13 people on here. Okay, how do you cope with all the negativity? I know some people are saying that you're some type of scammer. I know it must be hard. Honestly, I deleted stock twits. I'm sure that's where it is. You know, it is what it is. I mean, anytime I started a new ad in real estate or some sort of new program out there, or for example, I started a web app that allows agents to offer rebates on their commissions, and then allows people to search homes via the MLS, and it'll show what refund they're getting. And when I came up with that idea, I got hammered by the real estate community saying, how dare you belittle an agent. It has nothing to do with belittling an agent. It has everything to do with adapting to what the market is. We all know that commissions on agents and different things are adapting. There's companies out there doing free commissions or rebates back. And so I'm just, simply adapting. So the point being with that, I'm used to it. It is what it is. Health. Well, Monday I woke up coughing up blood. So, but that's at least over. I think I'm on the mend now. I tested negative finally for COVID. So I think I'm on the mend there, but back to Marius's question. Yeah, negativity is just something we deal with. It is what it is. And we'll just continue to ignore it. The way I look at it, to be honest with you, is we wouldn't have so much negativity. I mean, we had negativity before we even started, just on the pre-sale. And I think that has a lot to do with the fact that we're doing something new. I mean, where we're going to be virtually giving back 100% of the profits back to the token holders from the rental profits. That's a thing that's it's changing the way investments are being done, changing the way people invest in real estate. And that being said, it really, there's going to be a lot of large investment firms that'll get upset about this, who are making, they might be paying 12 to 15% profit out, and they're keeping the other 75% profit, where we're going to be paying 100% of the rental profits out. So, yeah, I didn't mean to give you a long-winded question, but essentially that's what we'll do about negativity. We'll just put our heads down, grind, and ignore it. So there's no sense. If you give them a platform to speak, they'll just keep on doing it. So I just care not to listen. So Ryan JC, will purchase assets be under an LLC of some sort? Yes. We will let our attorney decide that, but the way that we've discussed it is essentially doing each one underneath its own LLC. That way, if one person was to trip or fall, and I know we spoke about this before, one person was to trip or fall and try to sue, they couldn't sue the whole portfolio. They could just sue what was in that one LLC. So RJ, so you mentioned them having rights to NFT creation. Does that imply that they are on board as part of the dev team or long-term? I'm not quite sure. I assume you're referring to Dark Horse. So basically it would leave us with the ability for NFT creations as a company. But yes, are they going to be on the board for the dev team long term? Yes, we are hiring them for long term. Their ability and knowledge and their connections within the markets. I mean, again, they know the previous and the new owners for CoinMarketCap, so they will have us on CoinMarketCap the day we go live with the V2 migration. And so you'll have a value automatically start showing up in your wallet, things like that. So as far as having them part of the dev team long-term, absolutely. I think there's no questions asked about that. They are invaluable to this team. Old CoinGecko, can you run through the team? We can run through the team in a second. I know the previous video we ran through the team. Old CoinGecko, you asked a question on Scott Eames. What's up with Scott Eames? What do you need to know? And no, I'm probably the only one on this AMA. Except for let's see. Okay, so CoinGecko, what's your question on Scott Eames? And I apologize if I pronounce your name wrong, Samoy. Yes, the new contract will allow for further updates and changes once deployed if necessary. So yes, 100%. And that is something that this Dark Horse Intelligence team has been adamant that we have in the contract. So, and again, that helps with, if and when, I should say, when Pancake Swap or Uniswap, does a migration to a V3, that'll allow us to make the updates needed for that. The word translation posted on Scott's bio. Yeah, there's not a weird translation. That's just a lot of your websites when you're building them, or not even websites, but a lot of your design programs, especially with the designers, when they put information in there, they'll just, I forget what they call that, but it's just it's a simple text you'll see on many different websites when they're building them. That's just simply because we have not had Scott turn in a bio. Scott is a broker of real brokerage here in Utah. He also runs wholesaling business. He's part of several huge mastermind groups that deal with wholesaling. He's an integral part to, he's already got properties lined up when we're ready to go that are all off market, that have a ton of equity in them, that are just waiting for a cash offer. So that's where Scott Eames comes into play. I'll hammer him a little bit more for getting a bio up. And mainly, again, the white paper, we were just trying to get the most update white paper to the website so you guys could read it. I still need to get back with the graphic designer to adjust things like his bio. So do you have any favorite exchanges you want Home Run Token to be listed on? People are going to laugh, but I love Gate.io. They're just a good exchange. I really love KuCoin. So all those, are going to be exchanges that we're going to really be going after. Obviously the biggest thing is let's put one foot in front of the other. Let's not put the cart before the horse. Okay, I think on other AMAs, the Vesta team tries to make these types of events not fudding, just curious. Old CoinGecko, I'm didn't even ask the rest of the team to come on, just because there's really not many updates that they're able to give that I'm not directly related with or directly handling. But sorry I joined late. You mentioned the dev team was ahead of schedule. So when will the launch happen? We're keeping that 21 days from the day we announced it. If it happens early, fantastic. If it doesn't, I'm not making any promises. It seems like anytime we say anything, for example, like the PDF coming out, we get hung upside down for not having it done. So we're just going to stick with the 21 day. If I come out and say, hey, congratulations, 2 days from now we're launching, which that's not the case. I just want to make sure, I want to be able to under promise and over deliver. So Dave, what is the situation with the CoinMarketCap listing you mentioned? So Dark Horse Intelligence, they have a relationship with the previous owner of CoinMarketCap as well as a new owner. And so we will be having that listing done prior to the V2 token going live. Yes, Jeff, we just addressed that. What's progress on staking platform and DApp? They're integrating that with the contract. So that's all going as planned. So as far as the staking goes, we're just working out the details on it. But until we have enough properties on that, I think what we're going to do is probably take some tokens from the credit card rewards. And again, I'm just thinking out loud here. It's something we've spoke about. And just doing a monthly, I don't know if you want to call it a reward for staking your tokens, where you would get paid in home run tokens until we have enough properties, obviously, to make it justified for you guys to stake your tokens. So how will reflections be handled from V1 launch to the relaunch for the holders that have been here the whole time? We'll take care of that. There wasn't much in there, but we will address that once we get to the V2, but everybody will be taken care of with that. So let's see here. So Old CoinGecko, I don't know if people can see these chats or not. So since we upload these to YouTube, I read these out loud for you. So Old CoinGecko wrote, what kind of splash are you planning for relaunch, new property and advertising prior to launch, hoping for excitement and volume in launch? We have several advertising platforms that we will be utilizing. I also need to get with our video guy and see what he can put together for us. So we'll just do a pretty big marketing campaign across Facebook and Facebook and Instagram, Twitter. We'll try to get some videos up there. They get taken down pretty quick because they're excuse me, because they don't allow cryptos to advertise they're sponsored. So why the price on PooCoin grows and goes down? Is there a glitch? No, that's not a glitch. So you got to remember on the Binance Smart Chain, we are pegged to the liquidity pool is pegged to BNB. And so as BNB price goes up or down, our token goes up or down. So one thing that we are doing with this contract is you will not need the staking app to claim your BUSD rewards. Those will actually get paid out daily. So we won't have that issue that we're having with the previous token. Let's make sure I've got all these questions here. Also, Old CoinGecko, as far as advertisement, we do have that number one crypto marketing agency, but we're just waiting for the market to stabilize. So our main advertising objectives are going to be to people who are in real estate or real estate investing, but not in crypto, or maybe in crypto, but are more in the real estate investing side. Because those people, they don't care how the market is for the crypto market. They will buy into this regardless. And just to give you an example, I mean, I've been answering Facebook messages all this week from real estate agents and real estate investors saying, hey, I want to buy another 300,000 tokens. I want to buy this. How do I, where can I go buy? So we have quite a bit, I think, lined up that are ready to purchase. Since this is a cross chain, where there be a way to prevent people, okay, hold on, where it be prevent people from buying low on one platform? Yes, the contracts will speak to each other, so there won't be an arbitrage opportunity for people, and if there is, it will be very minimal. Just want to let you guys know you've given me a great education on crypto and blockchain, made me do an enormous amount of research. Well, that's good, Dave. It's always good to be learning, you know that. Hopefully we can do some deals here in the very short future together. I'm excited to see it go. And Dave, an answer or a comment to your comment about educating yourself. Yeah, I've learned more about coding than I ever cared to know or thought I would know. I've learned, again, it's one thing to trade cryptocurrencies, but start diving into the different ideas is a little bit crazy. So, and I know, just a quick note, and again, this is no commitment by any means, but I did want to let you know that I have been in the talks with Donk Swap still, and they're an awesome team. I really have enjoyed their team, but they've got some ideas where our community could farm and make a pretty decent farming, I guess you call it, I don't know what you'd call it, income. Anyway, so they're working on educating me on that. Back to Dave's comment. So now I get to learn about farming, but yeah, it sounds like there will be some good ways to do that. So do you have any institutional real estate investors on board? Yes, we do, Ryan. Did you invest in this token from your personal money for developers advertising? I'm into this token well over what we raised. Yes, of my own personal money. So I did not take a dime from anybody until after I had done everything on my own, as far as legal, white paper written, things like that. So, so yes, in answer to your question, did you invest in the token from your personal money? I did not invest directly into the token. I did not buy the token, but I have spent more than what we raised in the pre-sale to make this work. So yes. Any other questions? I think we'll probably take questions for another 5 minutes until 1:30, and then we'll call it quits. So I'm really excited, guys, to show you guys the house, the first NFT. It's pretty flipping cool. So we got 14 people on here. No more questions? Is my confidence high that the relaunch will be successful? High enough that I paid $50,000 to have this token built. So if that answers your question, yes, very high. In fact, to be honest with you, I know we've had some negativity around the launch, and I get that. But the thing is, if you look at most projects, if they've ran into issues like this, the team has just hightailed it, packed their bags and gone. I think this will speak. I think our actions are speaking louder than words, especially when we have the successful completion of the V2 migration. I think our actions will speak far louder than words, and I think we're going to absolutely kill it when it comes to that. And the thing is, like I said earlier, I mean, the amount of real estate investors we've had reach out to us that still want to invest, that's because, you know, the meeting has been upgraded by host. Okay, sorry. That being said, I think you know, you guys don't know me. I'm just obviously just some stranger with a face on the internet. You guys can do what research you want about me. I mean, there's plenty of research out there about me. You can type in my name, find me anywhere. That being said, the people within my community, the people within my, you know, real estate, both in Tennessee as well as Utah, you know, they know who I am. They know that I've been in the business 14 years. There's that trust aspect that I built with them. So I'm going to build that same trust with you guys. But that being said, that's why people are writing me saying, hey, we want to throw more money in this, especially when this price is low, because they know me, they have that trust. I'm not asking you guys to trust me in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to, you know, trust is not something that's given, it's earned. And I'm doing my best to earn that from you guys. But like I said, I wish you guys knew the amount of people that do write me almost on a daily basis, wanting to know when they can add more money. So again, I don't think this launch is going to be difficult to do. We've already got people lined up. We already have, you know, we've been transparent. So yeah. So in answer to the previous question, do I feel like this will be successful? I think it'll be highly successful. I think especially being able to put this on a cross chain so you can trade on different platforms. I mean, it almost doubles the potential for you know, almost doubles the potential for volume. So yeah, so I think it's going to be awesome. So Old Coin Gecko said back to cross chain, it's all tied together. Like for example, ERC price the same. Yes, all the price, the contracts. So it's a multiple contract. From the way I've been explained, it sounds like it's multiple contracts that will be speaking to each other. So there will be they will coincide with prices. So I mean, see here, Dallas. So yeah, so Dallas, he's on the team. You guys could, I mean, he's on here if you guys want to ask him a question. Old Coin Gecko, is there a receipt that can be shared or something? I think proof is important. Have Dark Horse token Telegram. Have a Dark Horse token Telegram. I mean, I can have them send over an invoice. We can show an invoice that's paid, but sure, if that's important to you guys that I paid 50,000, I'm it is what it is. But yeah, Dave, I already did my research on you and found you're one of the top agents, Utah. Thanks, Dave. And soon we'll be one of the top real estate investment cryptos out there. So I can certainly have them join the Telegram, but here's the deal. Telegram takes up so much freaking time. Like, I'm just being honest. And I think it would be absolutely absurd to have them join the Telegram, get hammered with 1,000,001 questions. This is a business that we're running. They're running a business. Do we want them to sit on Telegram all day answering questions, or would we like to have them do the token? I don't know about you, but I'm kind of on a short time frame and want to get this out ahead of expectations. So I'm not even going to ask them to join Telegram. If you guys would like me to ask them questions, or if you guys want to put a list of questions together, I can email it to them. They can email us back. We can screenshot whatever, but I'm not even going to ask them to join the Telegram. That just seems, yeah, that's pointless. So I'm not trying to be rude. It's just, there comes to a point where, you know, we've been as transparent as we can. And at this point in time, we're just putting our heads down, we're grinding, we're getting this son of a bitch sent out and launched. So take it for what it's worth. It is what it is, but I'm going to make an executive decision on that and say, I'm not going to have them join the Telegram because I need them focused on getting this contract done. So next question. Yeah, Dallas, no need to have them on Telegram. We have plenty of admins for that. I agree. I think it'd just be tying up valuable time that they could be designing. Is there a max wallet amount? Yes, there is a max wallet amount. There's going to be a 3% max wallet amount. So roughly, let's see here. Can you clarify the admins on TG aren't part of your home run team? They are just volunteers. Yeah, so the admins on Telegram, they are not part of home run team. I mean, they are part of the team, but they're not. They're on a volunteer basis. So we did bring in a professional admin service. And I'm trying to think what, I apologize, what their name is. So Tom Andrews, who never DM first. So he's actually professional admin. That's what they do for a living. And so we do pay them on a weekly basis to help because they're able to get on at night and things while we can't. So yeah, so Marius, so Marius said, do you think we need to check who joins the Telegram group? 1,600 people and only a few active and only 50 addresses so far. For me, that's suspicious. Yeah, I mean, we can, I mean, it's suspicious for everybody. If you've been here the whole time, then you would have known that we got literally hit by a particular community. And we went up 1,000 people in one night before we put on spam filters. And then for a while there, we had to delete a bunch of those people because they were basically, they had employed bots to write the same 5 or 6 responses, all 1,000 of those bots. That same time frame, we also got hit with 2 fake websites, 2 fake Facebook groups, a fake Telegram group, and then there was also 5 or 6 fake profiles of me with my picture, and everything else was asking people for money. So yeah, I mean, one of the reasons why we're doing what we're doing is because, yeah, we know that's suspicious. It's not a question of if it was suspicious, it is suspicious. And if you notice on our Telegram group, we're slowly weeding them out. So we're at 1,530 members with 68 of them currently online. So yeah, we're 100%, we're 100% on board with you that it certainly is suspicious. There's no ands, ifs, or buts about that. So how will you prevent dumping, i.e. time mandated between sales by certain wallets, etc.? Yeah, there's security features that are being implemented. I will see what security features we can share. I believe all of them, because it's going to be, so they will publish this contract and it'll be an open source contract for everybody to review when we go live on it. Yeah, so I mean, how we will prevent the dumping mandate. Again, we'll just have to address that. I'll find out the answer for that. So who will have contract permission, Dark Horse or you? We will have all contract permissions. So we're firm believer that, you know, not if you don't have the keys, not your wallet. So same thing with the contract. We don't have the keys, not our contract. So we will keep hold of that. But again, even if Dark Horse did have that, it wouldn't be, I mean, literally, if you guys have not done your research about them, guys, they work with the US government, they work with the FBI. These guys are the best of the best. So, okay, so I think that about limits up the questions. We're about 4 minutes over. So again, appreciate you guys. I think we're gonna be doing this every Saturday around the same time frame. Yeah, hopefully we've answered all your questions. And then also, you know, if you guys have something pertinent in the group. So just so you guys are aware, I'm doing my best to come in there a couple of times a day. I know yesterday I didn't come in there at all. I was extremely sick, but I am trying to come in there as much as I can. But we also are working full board on a lot of other stuff that's behind the, Ryan, you're going to kill me, dude. I don't, I'm going to go with Chiefs just because that's who my friends are rooting for, but I actually don't do football. So I hunt, fish, ride horses, you know, those kind of things, not big a sports guy. So old Queen Gecko, you're welcome, dude. Hopefully I wasn't too much of a prick on answering your question. I don't try to be. It's just sometimes a little bit more blunt, but just remember, guys, you know, I'll tell you the same thing I tell people when I'm showing them houses. You know, if you're looking for someone to kiss your ass and fluff your ass, that ain't me. I'll tell you how it is. I'll be honest and blunt with you in a professional way, but just know I'm not here to kiss anybody's ass and make sure we get this sell. That's not the game I play. So I'm all about full transparency just being blunt, but in a professional manner with you guys. So anyway, so just like I tell my buyers and sellers, if you guys are looking for your ass kicked, you might, or ass kissed, you might go somewhere else, because that's not me. So, but if you're looking for honesty and you know, the cold hard facts, you come to the right place. So anyways, guys, we're gonna literally, excuse my language today, but we're gonna kick ass on this launch. We've got some killer advertising set forth. We've got, like I said, we've got a ton of people who have been messaging us wanting to buy. We're just going to focus on that group that we know right now while the market stabilizes. And we're just going to hammer out real estate guys, real estate investors, real estate women, anything that anybody has to do with real estate, even if they've even remotely inquired about real estate investing at one time in the last 5 years, they're going to get hit by our ads. Those people have money. Those are the type of people that want to invest in something. And again, the people we're targeting are the people who, you know, they don't have 300,000-400,000 in the bank and they can go put down 20% on a home. We're targeting the people that want to be able to invest in real estate with maybe only a couple thousand, couple hundred, or maybe only a couple hundred a week. That's what we built this for. We didn't build this for the real estate investor who's got $10 million in assets. We built it for the average Joe, the average Jane, the person wanting to, you know, just start getting into real estate. And so that's the target market we're going after. Those are the people that are going to stand to benefit from it from the most, as well as those are the people that are going to benefit to our platform the most. So once the market stabilizes as far as the cryptocurrencies go, you know, then we'll start rolling out those ads. You just got to remember, we've got a lot of stuff going on in the world right now. We've got, you know, everything from, I know stock market had a great day Friday, but we've got everything from the stock market having some rough days to the issues in Ukraine and Russia, to the issues that they're having in Canada, to supply issues. We can do what we can do, but we can't change the way the market is as a whole. All we can do is adapt. And the way we're going to adapt on that is we're going to go after the people, you know, that have the 3 or 4 grand saved up, that have been wanting to get in real estate investing, that don't care what the crypto market's doing, because they want to invest for a long period of time. They're in it for the long game. So yeah, I noticed that it's still a long ways to go. RJ said cryptos are in the green today for what it's worth. They are. It's just AMC squeeze will take stock market. But yeah, cryptos are in the green today, but holy crap. I mean, we're still, I mean, there's some people that are down 40-50% if they weren't careful. So anyway, like I said, just letting you guys know that, you know, I mean, you got to remember, I got into housing. I think I was into it six or 8 months, and then the market crashed. We had that big recession, the Great Recession of 2007, 2008. And so I had to learn how to adapt, and I had to learn how to adapt real quick, because I had quit my job. I had quit my job, got into real estate, sold a couple houses, like, holy crap, this market is on fire. This is awesome. Next thing I know, I wake up, stock market at the time was down 800 points, was pretty big for what it was, the price it was at that time. So working in adversity and coming up with solutions to overcome stuff like that. I mean, I overcame the Great Recession. I continued to, in fact, I excelled during the Great Recession. And that was some of my best years that I ever had. Advertisement costs are low because people aren't advertising, but yet there's still people with money. So anyway, that being said, guys, we're gonna come out kicking and screaming. We're gonna launch this thing. I mean, it's gonna be like a spider monkey jacked up on Mountain Dew, and we're gonna hit it hard. We're gonna adapt to the current market situation, and that's what we do. That's what we thrive at, guys. And so I'm excited, because then you guys will be able to, now that we've handed off the steering wheel to Dark Horse for the blockchain side of things, now you're going to get to see me and my team and what we excel at. And that's what I'm stoked for. So guys, this will all be behind us very soon. And I'm excited to have you guys along the ride, and just have a little bit more patience with us. And I promise you, this thing is going to come out just like a screaming banshee. So, okay, I think that's about it. I haven't seen any more comments or questions come in, just comments. I know you guys are saying thank you, guys. Honestly, I appreciate you guys. There's no thank you from you guys to me. It's thank you for you guys being patient, you guys standing by. And like I said, you guys have my promise, you guys have my word. I'm going to bust my ass to make sure this is successful for us all. So hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'm going to go rest my voice and try to get it back. So hopefully hopefully next Saturday I've got a voice for this AMA. So enjoy, guys, your weekend, and feel free to reach out to me if you guys need to. I'm getting to the past previous messages as much as I can. So anyways, looks like people are already having fun with spider monkeys and Mountain Dew on our Telegram. So if you guys haven't joined the Telegram, let one of the admin know. We're going to have to do a special invite because it goes back to one of, I think it was Old Coin Gecko's issues with the spam. And, Marius's message about spam. So we just put the link as private just so we can kind of keep the group we have together for now, and then we'll open it back up to avoid all the spam. So guys, ignore the haters out there. Just remember, they wouldn't be hating on something they weren't nervous about. So have a good weekend, guys. Appreciate you guys taking the time, and be safe out there.